He's tough like that, bro. You don't know him. I bet I'm joining your Zoom right now. I bet that I won't. I'll just do the follow myself. I already have the slides. I know that's how he drops. Because but low key he's never heard of Amway. You know what's crazy? Both the other guys did know about Amway. I think you need to be careful when they know about Amway because then they're gonna have those like, what the hell? Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yo,
All right, wait, hold on. Let me send this link to. Right now. What's Kylie? Oh, okay. Bro, no, what are you doing? You throw away the food in there? Did you throw the food away that was in there? Hazlo bien. Make sure your candidate meet the coach, often the clutter in mind and solve their problem. Quan. I bet he's joining right now. But it was closed for the meeting. Hey, Tona.
what?
Let's do Bam Fam. Let's book a meeting after this with David so we can meet up. So we can meet Quan because I want him to meet Quan pretty soon.
Okay, ask one.
Yeah, I'm texting her right now in the chat.
You're fine.
That Where's Quan at? Quan Chi. Bro, Quan is the meta, bro. Cause look, bro, I sent her a bro. You know how I don't like ever like freaking. I don't know if she told you this, bro. I'm texting her now, bro. Like
Finally, bro.
dude, big ass update, bro. She's like, I'm proud of you. Never thought I would have a Merced team. I didn't even know that city. Haha. Thank you for stepping up. Feel grateful to have you on my journey to platinumship. We will start strong and finish it together.
Nobody wants to go to Merced.
Hey, that's why I'm gonna bring the Merced team to us. And also, David got a car. It's not on campus, but once he gets that his
Oh,
next
he's
year,
from San Mateo, huh?
I
That's
know.
nearby me.
That's what I'm
All right,
saying.
he's joining now, so log in. All right, cool.
Yo, what's up, David?
Hello, hello.
Hey, I
Can
can
you
hear
guys
you, man. Looking sharp still, bro.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
What
How's
you
it
think
going,
about
brother?
it?
So far so good. So far so good. Just came back from the meeting we had right now.
Yeah, I saw you in there, my man.
Yeah.
Joining as well. I saw you joining our weekly Tuesday board plan meeting. I mean, before we get into that, how you been though, man?
Just came back today, so
Uh-huh.
far everything is good. I was a bit worried. I was thinking like maybe I wasn't gonna make it, but I
But
did.
yeah.
So I did. So I came perfect. I came 2 hours before the meeting starts. So
Oh, nice.
well, so everything's
Mhm.
so far everything's going well. Today, actually, when I went to go buy food, I saw $20 on the ground. So I was like, "Dang, today's
No
my
way.
yeah." So
That's how you know it's gonna be a good day.
that made my day. That made my day.
$20. Yeah. How was your birthday though? Do anything special for your birthday? 'Cause I remember last time we met up. It was your birthday, right?
Yeah. So I got my feliz cumpleaños and stuff.
No.
Hey,
And a couple gifts. Thank you, Chris, for the gift.
of course.
Hey, there you go.
I got the energy drink, the
Mhm.
XS. I like it, man. I like
You
it.
like it? I love it,
Yeah.
man. I give you one of
That's
the best
awesome.
flavors there.
Yeah, but it was my first time drinking that brand of energy drink.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I definitely got to find out where they sell these and buy more because they were good. They were good.
No,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
And me, I used to like love energy drinks, but like once I was introduced to these ones, they're beneficial for you. They're good for me, and they're not like negatively impacting my health. I'm like, why not, buy these? But yeah, I mean, you kind of saw, who we're partnered with. You saw the energy drinks there, but I wanted you to try them before, before you actually got to see them. I'm like, I wanted to see if you likes them.
Yeah, definitely. It was peach, and that was my favorite drink. And now every time I go to the store, I'll definitely try to buy those.
But that's the thing. You're not gonna find them at the stores. That's the crazy
Exactly.
thing too.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find them anywhere in the stores because they're only available to us exclusively as independent business owners with our company Amway. So I know last time we met up, when did we last meet up? Like last week, I think. Also, excuse me for my voice. I actually lost my voice over the weekend. So I've actually been recovering. So I sound a lot better now. I sounded much worse yesterday. So hopefully you can understand me. But I'm just recovering back from that. Um, But yeah, last time we did meet up, last week we talked a little bit about the business, and then we mentioned to you today's meeting, right? Where you got to learn about our company, the compensation plan, our mentorship, as well as our different lines of products, right? So I know you joined that meeting earlier. We saw you up there. Good job making you so stand out today, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank
That
you.
was absolutely great. Yeah, definitely, because a lot of our coaches, a lot of our, upper, business partners join those meetings. So it's a good thing, in a room full of a lot of people seeing the business plan for the first time. That's how you make yourself stand out. So I mean, good job to you. But speaking about our company, have you ever heard about the company Amway before?
No, no. I was asked this as well, and I was like worried too because
Uh-huh.
I know the other two panelists they said that they heard it, but I was like, I was just I was I like I said before, I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna be honest and original,
Oh yeah,
like definitely. And then I was like, no, I didn't hear about it. I didn't want to lie because
yeah,
obviously, what
definitely,
if they had a follow-up question and be like,
exactly,
Yeah,
where
no.
where have you heard about it? And I'd be like,
exactly. They,
uh,
they would have asked you a follow-up question
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And the thing is, most people haven't heard about that company before, especially me. When I joined the meeting for the first time, also I never heard about that company before. I know same thing for Chris.
Hmm.
And the reason for that is because Amway is a private company. So I can talk, a little bit more about that later. But essentially, that's kind of the reason most people haven't heard about it. But you'd be surprised because of, how successful the company is. So that's kind of, you what we want to talk with you a little bit about all of the facts and numbers that they were presenting in that meeting, because those are some of the things that we told you, that you should look out for when it comes to evaluating business, right? So we can talk more about that. I have a quick slideshow I want to go over with you. But after the meeting, like, what did you think about it, or did you have like any questions or anything that stood out to you?
yeah. So I would want to learn more about like the percentages. Like I know she talked about like the PV, so I want to
Yeah.
learn about
Right.
that. And then I also had like questions for her, but I saw that there was like no like time for that one. So yeah, so I was just like I was just hold back from asking her questions.
Right. Yeah, so you had questions about the compensation
Mhm.
plan, right? Because yeah, I know it's a lot of numbers because that's the specific numbers in terms of how our money is made, how we make money. So I'm sure when you saw that, most people don't understand it the first time they see it, right? And most people don't understand it like the second, third time that they see it. So it takes a lot of time. I mean, that's something we can talk about a little bit after, and then definitely maybe let's say in our next meeting we can dive deeper into that. But in terms of like the company itself or the mentorship or just about that, did you have any questions about it?
I had a couple of questions about like the conference,
Uh-huh.
like I was going to ask Chris or and also you, like, have
Yeah.
you been to any of these like conferences like BWW one?
Oh,
Uh-huh. Oh
yup.
yeah, we definitely have. You can tell a little bit about it, Chris.
No, yeah, definitely. So, I know they were promoting the Winter Jam one. I was actually, gonna promote that to you as well. They kind of did that for me because I know you said you wanted to go to the in-person ones. Those are like great opportunities, to like, feel the environment. But like recently, like the last one that we went to one in Visalia. But I'd say like a big conference. That was like kind of just maybe like a few hundred people. The last biggest conference we went to was actually in Baltimore. It's called the FED Free Enterprise Day, and there was over like 10,000 people there, and that definitely changed my mindset, and not just mine, but Tona's and a lot of other people's there, and just being able to see those like keynote speakers, people speaking on the stage, that just like fires you up. It just gives you that motivation, the energy just being there makes you just want to talk to everybody. Like, oh my gosh, like there's so many people I want to just learn. Like, I remember I took like 10 pages of notes when I went on that trip. It was it a 3 day trip, Tona, or was it a 2 day trip?
It was a 3 day trip.
It's a 3 day
We
trip,
flew to
yeah.
Baltimore,
And
yeah.
it was fun because it wasn't just, all business seminars. Like we went to go see the Washington Monument, the like the Abraham Lincoln. I've never even been to the East Coast. So going over there for like the first time was just like amazing. And it's so humid over there, man. I hate humidity, but I was like, you know what, we just gotta like push through it. But it was a lot of fun. We had a little team bondings. We had night owls. But yeah, man, I mean, that was great. That was my first ever time going to Baltimore and like experiencing that type of environment, like such a huge conference. The one prior to that was actually when I went to SoCal, and that one was amazing too. A few, like I'd say, 1,000 people. Not as big as that one. That's probably the biggest one that we have yearly. But yeah, this is another one of the big ones as well. So I mean, I'd say you wouldn't want to miss this event.
Yeah, so essentially we have a lot of these events quarterly, and I know they shared a little bit about the upcoming one, which is in January, the first week of January, which is the upcoming one. So we can share with you some more information about that. But yeah, essentially we've done a lot of those events, and this is where you can see, kind of the bigger picture of the team. Of the people that are building this business, but that's in terms of BWW. So let me ask you, you understand like the difference between Amway and BWW?
So what I understand
Mm-hmm.
is Amway is like the private company and
Mm-hmm.
BBW is more like about the conference and just getting people from like or like different businesses together.
Mm-hmm. So essentially, Amway is just the platform that allows us to leverage their platform, their products, their compensation. It's essentially, where we get access to all these exclusive products and the platform where we can essentially build a team and be paid for it. So we are paid for by Amway, right? But BWW is the mentorship that we use to build Amway because there's many different mentorships out there in terms that are building this business. There are some people who build the Amway business with no mentorship. So that's why, I believe the last time that we met, I told you one of the crucial things you want to look for is who is behind the business. And for us, it's BWW. So the meeting that you just joined was not sponsored by Amway. It was sponsored by BWW. All those conferences that you saw again aren't sponsored by Amway. They're sponsored by BWW because this is the mentorship that we build the business under. And obviously, this is your first time seeing BWW, but throughout the process, we really want you to pay attention. What values do we stand for? How do we build the business, right? So just to get that clear, but before we talk about BWW, first I want to talk about Amway really quick. So, like I said, Amway is one of the largest private companies in this world. Are you a big fan of basketball by any chance, David?
Somewhat, not.
Somewhat. Okay. But just to let you know, one of the teams in the NBA, their name is the Orlando Magic. It's actually owned by the owner of Amway.
Mm.
So they actually, own the team. They own the stadium over here in Orlando, Florida, which they play in. And moving on past that is you can see right here, according to Forbes magazine, Amway ranks, in the top 100 of private companies. So do you understand what a private company means?
Right. I think it's like I know it has something to do with like they don't like revenue from like outside sources. They're like like something along the lines of there.
Right. Yeah, you kind of got it close. Yeah. Essentially, their shares, their stocks are not open to the public, like you said. They don't want any outside people getting input into their company. It's only between a small circle of shareholders that are able to invest in and have a say in the Amway business. So, that just means, they don't want any outside people having a say into their company. And, because they stick with such a small circle is how they're able to scale up their business to what it is today, right? So here you can see some of the other, venues, different museums, hospitals, hotels that the owners of Amway actually own, as well as Peter Island is a special private island that they send people who reach a certain level in the business to for a vacation. But they own all of this, the owners of Amway. And then this goes back to the slide that you were just asking me about the percentages and the compensation plan. So what did you kind of understand? I know you mentioned PV. What do you understand about PV from the meeting you just joined?
So I took a couple of notes, and it's like point
Uh-huh.
value,
Right.
and then like so like if you spend mouse money, you get some back. It's different.
Mhm. So why do you think we use point value?
I maybe because you want people to come back, like buy more products, so they
Mhm.
get more like so that
Mhm.
having that.
So
It,
point value PV is only accessible for people like us as independent owners who are looking to build an Amway business and so my regular product don't get any point values. But the reason we use point PV is because Amway offers in so all the currency system, so everyone so in terms of US dollars, your network is BV. BV, you can essentially refer to it business as if a product is $30,
yeah, so like $3.
one PV is which is US dollars. When a product is $3, they get one PV from it. Right? So it would be something if a product is 10 PV
Oh,
that you get from that product. It doesn't the cost divided by 3 is how much PV you can get from it.
no.
So the PV, we do about the different ways that you can make money in the Amway business. The first one is the margin, because when you buy your own products, let's say you said you like the X Energy, right?
Mm.
Are you gonna go out and keep buying Red Bulls or Monsters?
After taking that drink now.
Right. And why is it? Because you like it or because it's healthy for you? Sure, that could be a part of it. But the main reason is because you get money back. You get a special thing called retail margin, which is the price that you get the product at versus the price that it's sold for. So that's one way to make money. The second way to make money is through the performance bonus schedule, which is PV that we talked about. Because you're not just making money from the retail margin when you're selling these products, is when you can accumulate PV. And the more PV that you accumulate in a month is how you can move up the performance bonus schedule and essentially be paid more, a higher percentage of your team's total BV that can go to you. So we're not going to talk too much in detail about the compensation plan. We can send you a few videos to understand it a little bit more. And if you have any more questions, you can talk about it next time. But in a sense, essentially why we use BV.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then another thing that you can see on the left is how Amway continues to be up there in terms of revenue, in terms of net sales in their business. Is another thing I always talk about is how we did very successful during the pandemic, right? Because you saw our product line. What does our product lines focus on?
Like the why. So I saw like family, and then what was the other one? The core values you showed me on like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, not about the core value. I'm talking about the product lines, products that we have.
Oh, like the like what they showed the MY like way like this like sponsors.
No, like the brands like remember you saw Excess, right? Which is one of them. Artistry is another one of a Nutrilite, which focuses on vitamins. Artistry, which focuses on makeup and skincare. So these are the private brands that Amway partners with. You saw some of the partner stores. Y'all kind of move forward past that slide. Really quick. This is the one that you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
These are partner stores. So essentially, these companies partner with Amway for special discounts and special partnerships. So these aren't the products that we get access to. The products we get access to are the brands that Amway partners with, which is these right here. You can see Excess Energy, like the energy drink that Chris gave you, Nutrilite, which is our vitamin and dietary supplement brand, G&H, Glister, Santinique Artistry, which is like home care, skincare, makeup. So this is what I mean by our product line. So the reason we did so good and successful is all of these products. What do they have in common?
They're all partnered up with Amway. Like they they their brand or like their company is like through Amway.
Right. Yeah. But what about their products? What about their products? What is the common theme about them?
Is that isn't it like only accessible to like the business like that are part of
Yeah.
Amway?
Well, yeah, that is part of it. But the main thing I was looking for is that we focus on everyday use products, sustainability. Remember the example I gave you last time? If there's a pandemic, a global shutdown, are you going to stop brushing your teeth?
No.
Are you going to stop washing your clothes? Are you going to stop taking your vitamins? Not really, right? So that goes to show that during the pandemic, we did very successful because all of these product lines are not something that people are going to give up despite the state of the world. That makes sense?
Mhm.
So moving back past that, so yeah, essentially we did very good during the pandemic. That's just a little bit about the reputation, a little bit about our company, but now we can talk about a little something more serious. So you said you never heard about company Amway before, right?
Mhm.
And this is something we really want people to get on the same page with us about because we talked about it last time. Remember? Do you know what a pyramid structure is?
Yeah. So like usually the ones on top are
Right.
like business owners, CEOs.
So, from what you understand about the presentation that you just joined, how can you tell that Amway? How does Amway separate themselves from an illegal business?
That not only do they have like these like companies like under their belt, but like these other companies like get like how do I say it? They also benefit from like other ones, so they get like some percentages as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that's it for about the company. What about for us as independent business owners?
That one I didn't get. Like,
Okay, yeah, and it's important that you understand because remember what we talked about last time is up to this point have you felt recruited?
Mhm.
Because that's what a pyramid scheme is. The guy at the top makes the most money, like you're already aware of, and he recruits more people to work under him so that he can benefit from that. So, what makes us different, right? Let's say, I was in the business and then I introduced the business to Chris, and then he introduced the business to you. So, what's the difference there? Would I make most money at the top? Would it be Chris? Would it be you?
Wait, can you repeat that again?
So, I got into the business.
Mhm.
I introduced it to Chris. Chris is the one who's introducing it to you. Out of us three, who do you think makes the most money?
No one. Like, if not, if there is, then probably you.
If just going off that, it would be me. But the real answer is whoever works the hardest. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
because I'm at the top, I'm only in 6% from Chris's business. But if he has multiple businesses, then he's the one making most money. If you have more businesses, then you're the one making most money. So again, our product or not our product, our business is performance based, not position based. So if you decide this is something that's easy, something you're better than us at, then we're not the ones to tell you you won't get paid more with us. And we can kind of go into more detail about that maybe a little bit next time. But just to be clear that Amway has gone through a lot of different allegations and different misconceptions regarding this topic. Remember we talked about it last time?
Yeah.
So why is that? Why do you think so?
Like, what do I think? Why Amway hasn't like gone down?
Or yeah, that too. Also, why do you think people have these allegations in the first place?
Because they probably because they've seen other companies doing successful, or like they've seen that they aren't being paid like as equally as other companies.
Mm.
So that's probably why.
So that's part of it, but the people that they're seeing, like you said, that are building the business the wrong way, where the person at the top makes the most money, it's right here. It's right here where they're doing it. In the direct selling industry, with the franchising concept that we've been talking about, that's where they're building the business from. So what do you think makes it different from those?
Like, isn't it just based on like you said, like whoever works the hardest or like gets paid by like.
I mean, not really. You can get paid a lot. You can be building the business and really fraudulently pay. So it's not really about the money, but again, it's the person behind the business. Because we're not building Amway with no mentorship. We're not building Amway with a different mentorship. We're building the DWW. And this is the one that shows us how to build the business the right way. Because up to this point, we aren't recruiting anybody. We're not even recruiting you. You haven't been selected for anything yet. Just because you joined our meeting today does not guarantee you anything. There's still 4 more steps in the process that you have to go through, and more chance for us to evaluate, are we going to be lifelong business partners, right? So we're not recruiting anybody. We're investing our own time to talk with you, to learn with you, to teach you what are the things to look out for, how can we be successful business partners, right? And one of the biggest things that we look for when it comes to candidates going through our process is what is their level of critical thinking? How do they evaluate information? Can they differentiate facts versus opinions? Because if you search up Amway on Google, I promise you, you will find many different things. You're going to find good things, you're going to find bad things. So let me ask you, how do you know what's credible?
When checking credibility, I usually check if it's like an article. I check when and like who is behind writing the article. So checking like who is the person who like wrote this, when was it published, when was it last updated. That's how you check. Like that's how
So
I
you base
check.
it based on who the person is, what their credibility is, right?
Yeah, and then also reading it and what is the main purpose it's trying to say.
So the content.
Yeah.
For me, it's the content too. But I don't care about what they say. I don't care about what story they give me. What I look for again is facts and statistics. Because I mean, I can kind of give you this example again. Because you go to UC Merced, right? What if I go on Google and I post up that UC Merced is a terrible school?
That'd be. I mean, checking like seeing what you wrote. It could either be based like on opinions, because many people have like always say that it's a bad school.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Right. So you can see that it's based on opinions. What if you saw on the internet that Amway is a bad business? It doesn't work. They scam people. They build business illegally. Evaluate that.
I mean, there is no numbers or like anything that gives it like.
Okay, yeah, you're right, exactly. What if I said, okay, I invested so much of my money into this business and I haven't seen any return? So I'm gonna save you, like, this pretend I'm someone on the internet saying this. I'm gonna save you some time, don't get into Amway business. Because you're gonna end up investing a lot of money and not seeing any return.
No.
Evaluate what I just said. Is that something credible?
Could be, but like, what is the product that you're selling, or like, why hasn't like, what could be a product that is not like not selling? Is it like an everyday use, or is it just something that like you think it might hit?
Mm-hmm. So essentially, what you have to do is dig deeper into that information. Because if somebody invested so much money into a business and didn't see a return, you should ask them back, who told you to spend that much money? Who told you to spend that much money on the wrong things?
Yep.
Right? Because when you see the information on the internet, there's a lot of information that's left out. There's a lot of context that should be there, but most people aren't going to blame themselves.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to know why? Because it's much easier to blame a company. If this company doesn't work, it wasn't me though. I was the one building the business right. It's the business's fault. Kind of see what's wrong with that, right? So to be honest, we're telling you this because we encourage you to do your own information. We want you to go out there and see what are people saying. But we want you to do the right information. We want you to be prepared to correctly evaluate information. Because the thing about young people that I notice when I partner with them is that they most of the time they're not able to correctly evaluate information. They see something and then I never hear from them again. So my advice to you: do your own research. Go online. See what people are saying out there. But the most important thing is to come back to us and tell us. I can guarantee you there is nothing I haven't seen before about this business. Remember, I love it when people accuse me of being a scam. Do you remember why?
Yeah, because you can tell them like
Exactly.
ways why you're not.
Exactly. I love when people tell me Amway doesn't work or Amway is a pyramid scheme. Every single time I can tell them what they need to know. Every single time I leave them speechless. I see Chris wants to add in. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to add in a little bit more onto what you were saying, you know, on reaching back out, to the processor. So, like in this case, David, like I want you to do your own research. I can share a little bit about my personal experience. I did my research, and if I'm being completely honest with you, I ghosted Tona because I thought he was a scammer. I was like, no, he's gonna scam me. Like, I'm not gonna reach back out to him. And it's a true story. Yeah, I ghosted him for 2 days, and after that, I was like, okay, you know what? Because my friend gave me some negative, and then I did my own research. I watched like one video on YouTube, and I searched up Amway one time, and I was like, oh my, Like, no, I'm getting scammed. He's ripping me up. But then I was like, wait, I haven't invested any money. I've only invested my time. What is he scamming me about? But I didn't think that way until I came back to Tona. Cause like, you know what? I've always been open minded. I've always been super ambitious. I'm like, what if I'm wrong? Let me hear what he has to say. So I reached back out to Tona. We sit down, we have a conversation through the phone, and he's like, all right, he was evaluating my thoughts. And if I'm being completely honest, I didn't have that skill to critically think. I kind of just like saw one thing like, oh, this is true because it's on Wikipedia. Oh, it's on Google. It must be true. But yeah, no, we want to encourage you, to do your own research. But what we really want to see, is you coming back to us and kind of bringing us those questions. Be like, okay, you know what? I found this. So can you help me like evaluate it? Kind of be transparent with us, on like what you find, and we'll walk you through it. We'll help you answer those questions because I had the same exact, like initial reaction. I had no idea what Amway was at the time, and so going into it, obviously I did my research. I saw a lot of negative. I'm being honest, but most of those were all opinions. I didn't see any facts or statistics. And me now, just like Tona said, I love when people call me a scammer because it's happened to me before too. And then I tell them about my business. I tell them what I know. And then I leave them like their mouth open. They don't know what to say. They're like, I'm like, exactly. Like, are you the one going to the conferences? Are you the one going to my meetings? Like, I didn't think so. But yeah, I just wanted to add that in.
And to be honest, people to be skeptical. I prefer for people to ask me those tough questions. But to understand how different. I prefer people to be different. So to understand how different. I prefer people to be different. So I guess it's only open-minded to come back and meet apps. So I did it's kind of messed up, but at the end of the day, he did come back and so at the point, and we'll do research. Now, if we're telling you how to look at information, if you're telling you for stats, fact numbers, they know what credible information. So we want you to use sites that you can look for information. And we look for is .gov. You know what .gov means, right? It means government. So one of the ones like P.gov, BD, which is benefits, sports, good, leave, different business, and it's like this for apps. You can go weareamway.com, which is another good. So you can help me by bringing that because one single person to help me run my so information out there and have a candidate correctly evaluate on their own. That makes sense. Number one in terms of direct selling, we're one of the mentorship. Correct. Again, don't hear some people have to say about business for that maybe later too. In terms of personal development, we understand a lot of young people come into this without aspired experience or without the correct mindset. So that's something throughout the process that we're really on top of developing for people. So up to this point, you've listened to a few materials, right? I'm not sure if you send Chris, your notes or reflection about them, but that's something we really look for when it comes to evaluating candidates. Is this person serious about changing their mindset so they can change their life? So throughout the process, we'll be giving you a lot more materials, things to look over. Moving on past that, you some information on your supplement brand. And the thing about these products, you can go into the farm as well. We have around 4 different farms here in the world, USDA certified, and all products you can find into the gym, so we throw them on the same farm. So every single product that you buy from Amway, you can trace it back to where it came from. What he was thinking. That makes sense. So we're transparent about the process of products. Kind of losing my voice, so I'll wrap up a little bit here. We're big on donating. Power 5, USG Academy, Easter Seals, all foundations that Amway actively donates to. Miss America pageant, we're sponsored by our artistry brand, skincare and makeup. Neutralize, things like that, different sport teams partnering with us again. LOC, this one's super cool. NASA certified, NASA recommended. Our cleaning products is what they use to clean it. That's pretty cool, right? NASA. But when I saw that, I was like, dang, that's pretty cool. Again, did super successful. It even gave out during the pandemic. Few more credibility slides, presidents, with our company. Okay, this part's important too. These are our mentors, mega mentors, people that have been building this business and are the epitome of what financial freedom looks like from this business. You can see these are all expense paid for trips, different, things they get to go through. This is our mentors, Philly and Luna, and different checks that people in their team are getting from this business. Again, you can go back. We can send you more information, another material that'll go more in detail about how exactly Amway works in terms of the money and things like that. I'm sure you have a lot of questions about that. But just to wrap up really quick, again, these seminars are not sponsored by Amway, they're sponsored by BWW, all over the world. We have some very often here in Visalia, which is the next one. Oh no, it'll be in Palm Springs. So our team is gonna drive down for it. We can send you some.
Do all that company or do you work company like one single company through that way?
As partner with Amway, become an independent business owner. It's your own business, but you're a part of a line of sponsorship, which one you have access to. But because it's introduced you, you have access to this team. Because Chris is on my team, you would have access to that. It's different between that and the traditional job. That's what's the difference.
Difference is that when you have, or like let's say a regular job, just like doesn't have like all these like up like mentorship, like other like close relationship, like other like sponsorships, the ones.
So the main difference is that we're not your boss.
Mm.
nobody's going to be your boss. Our mentor is not your boss. The people you sponsor into this business are not your employees. You want to know why? Because if I told you, hey, David, you have to spend $100 in products this month, I really need your help. Do you have to listen to me? No. If Chris told you you have to spend $1,000 or you have to go to, you have to listen to him? No. It's your own business. No one's going to tell you what to do. But the thing is, we are going to advise you what to do. Again, remember the win-win situation? We want to help you make money. That's why we're looking to do business with you, right? So we are going to advise you on what are the tips that'll help your team grow, help your team be stable, help you personally grow, help your business create more revenue. That's the only thing we can do, is advise you from what we've learned from our mentors who've already built that successful business. It's just up to you if you want to listen to us. So that's why I hate it when people say, I work for Amway, or you work for Amway. Because I don't work for anybody. Because I didn't want to, if I had to work for them, no, I couldn't take the day off. You know what I mean? What boss do I have to report to? If I don't want to build my business today, then I don't have to. There's nobody that I have to report to. Does that make sense? So yeah, it's not really like a boss employee type of thing. That's why people come to this business, that employee mindset. That's something we're really trying to help them like get away from. Do you have any thoughts or any questions, any other concerns? Really quick before we wrap up.
Yeah, so like, I mean, it's kind of like hard to like really wrap around. So it's like, so let's say if I were to like make a company, right, and get like pay a good amount of money, does that mean that Chris also like, let's say Chris could also like benefit a little bit, like a percentage wise? Is that what it is too?
Yeah, so I can kind of draw it up for you guys really quick. Maybe it'll be easier to understand. Let me know if you can see my wife. I met him through a LinkedIn, and we got to connect. But what it is, it's a royalty fee. You understand what a royalty fee means? It's essentially that. Chris has me, Chris has my business, and Chris has you as a business. Who's making the most money here?
Because I have all these different companies, and Chris
Why
only
you?
has like two.
But I'm at the
You're
top.
only getting like the 6%, 6%.
Exactly.
Exactly. From that one business. Chris has 3 businesses. This one, you, and this one. He's getting 6% from you. He's getting 6% from each of these. And then you can see how it makes sense. You're getting 6% from each of these. So you would make more money. It's dependent on you. But it also depends on your businesses. Because let's say this business right here makes $0. What's 6% of 0? So sure, it says you should be making more money, But in reality, when you look closer into it, it's not the case. So what does that mean? You have to be the one to help this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy make money in their business.
Okay.
And we're gonna help you with that, obviously, because at the end of the day, it's still a part of my business. Percent be a lot, still a part of my business. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Does that kind of make sense? Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Chris, you have anything you want to add in?
Yeah, I kind of just want to add on, kind of just advise, how this is a performance-based and not a position-based business. And I mean, I can show you, my when I started this business, well, I did. I was business right now, I didn't tell them. And that's because I work trying to generate PV, to generate sales. And because I have, over 25 customers, they buy off me every month. And so, it's like, let's say, I'm gonna do everything in my potential to help you, make sales, get customers, duplicate me because I wasn't able to do this by myself. He showed them what to do, how to do it there, and I actually did work. I shared the because I don't like myself as a salesman. If someone likes something, I'm gonna share it. If I like, why not share it with someone else? Bring the dogs. I'm mad at both of you.
And then with a lot of incentives, a lot of opportunities, especially new NGOs. We can chat with that with maybe next time or something. But yeah, essentially, he's making more money than. Why? Because he has a lot more customers.
I heard what both of you guys
So
were
you can
doing
go more
with
into
the
detail
dog
about that
fighting
maybe
stuff.
next time. Does
I
that
don't
answer your
wanna hear right
question,
now. Go
David?
to your rooms right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, do you have anything
I don't
else
care.
really quick that we can clear up for you on your mind?
No, not right now. So
Okay. Yeah.
it was just
Eh,
like,
uh,
yeah, so like pretty much, just to clarify, like the how did what's it called? Like the staff. So it's like, can you talk a little bit
yeah.
more? It's like, just
Yeah.
definitely, how
Yeah, no, we
understand.
want you to be crystal clear about this as well as you guys. You're done with the process. We let you launch your MWA account. All you need is a sponsor number that you can get from one of us. How much money do you think
Really, like all more than 6%, like probably.
you would get? Nothing.
Mm.
If you signed up right now, we wouldn't make
Oh,
any money. I'll help you succeed. I already got my money. I help you guys. They go out there and recruit, right? Because that's how they make money. But eventually, when this majority realizes, hey, we're being taken advantage, we do this anymore, and this whole thing quits, and it's just me, I'm not making money. The whole thing collapses. There's a difference between a pyramid scheme versus me. Because if I wanted your money, again, I would have done it the last time. I would have done it. Chris would have done it you guys met. I'd be doing it. You know what I mean? But that's not what we're doing. We're not recruiting anybody. We don't want anybody to just sign up for our business. I only want the right partners to select. That's why I'm investing my time to really evaluate, is this someone gonna be the right business partner for me? Does that make sense? Chris, you got anything you want to add in real quick?
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I kind of just wanted to, kind of just add in a little bit more. But I mean, I kind of wanted to ask you, David, like, if we were trying to scam you, I mean, you think we'd invest so much time into, on how to like on teaching you how this business works, on this whole 7 step selection process? Because like Tona said, I mean, if we were really just a pyramid scheme and trying to scam you,
Any more clarification you can get through really quick?
Yeah, just like out of the top of my head, let's see like a company like that you were like a part of your group like wants to doesn't like want to be like part of your team. Like what happens? Like
They have all the teams. You got people, everyone's building each other's teams. And then out of nowhere, they quit. Let's say. Is that what you mean? Let's say this whole team just disappears.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Then I have to restart. Because what's the number one reason for you guys to stay?
Usually can get like the knowledge to like recruit more and get like more so we can get like percentages of like each.
So the number one reason you guys are staying is because I'm teaching you how to run a business. If I can't do that, then you guys have no reason to stay. Right? In terms of the royalty fee, let's say, I need